little spring down there. And spread knowledge of this practice. So much so that it was officially revived under the Gothic Revival period. And along with many other medieval arts and crafts, falconry was restored to its form of glory. So as modern day falconers have the Victorians to thank for our practice, because without them we certainly would not be stood here today flying our birds home. So what is the art of falconry about? Well, today, as in the 19th century, this was classed as a field sport. But actually, when you strip it down to its bare bones, falconry is very simply a form of hunting. It's an ancient art that across the world goes back growing from its natural instincts. And you use those instincts to catch birds and animals for your own table. So it's a method of subsistence hunting, and in days gone by when meat was difficult to acquire and expensive to purchase, falconry allowed many hundreds of people to feed their family a very good quality diet. Now by Victorian times, falconry had once again become just a sport. We no longer needed to hunt for food, although as every falconer will tell you, if you do catch something, then you take it home and eat it. And if you don't eat it, your hawk does, or maybe your hound does instead. But it's part of that ancient, that traditional rural craft that we're all very privileged to be able to practice even in 21st century Britain. But what we're showing you at the moment does not constitute falconry. Flying a bird doesn't make you a hunter. This is all we do to exercise our birds to keep them nice and fit. And we keep our birds fit for the hunt and sit in a fixed place before they fly and they hunt. It had a devastating effect upon many of our wild owl populations, but the good news to the story is that 3 years after the death of Queen Victoria, they were finally outlawed. It took quite a few years for that to come into practice, but at least there were people out there who started to care. Now I'm going to get Malak here into a more orderly style of flight, and while I do that I'll leave you with my husband to tell you a little more about what we do know about the owl.
Well, I think it's quite ironic really to consider what we class in this country as a pest. It's normally something that we can't control, and it's normally something that causes us problems during the day. So whether it's rooks and crows eating your crops, or maybe the odd goshawk taking the odd pheasant, it's then that we start getting all excited and about upset. And I will tell you now that these creatures have been here a lot longer than we have. If a kestrel's been here 60 million years, we've only been here 250,000 years, then it tells you something about evolution in this world of ours. Which means rooks and crows, the first flighted birds, were here a lot longer than that. The poor old owl has been persecuted pretty much throughout time in this country. Anything went missing in the Middle Ages, it was always blamed on the nighttime creature, the big European eagle owl. If your sheep went missing, if your cattle went missing, indeed if your wife went missing, it was always blamed on the poor old eagle owl. And men would go out trying to capture them from the woodlands and persecute them pretty much out of existence.